community outreach is located at the Browns Avenue Health Center. I chose the Brown Avenue Health Center because the current statistics of the dengue fever or the dengue virus is actually surrounding this community. I chose to use the Browns Avenue or the staff at the Browns Avenue Health Center or the members of the healthcare team to educate them about the dengue virus. This is done because they are able to now to be able to teach persons that they come in contact with here at the clinic on a daily basis. So, Ru Harris, and today I'm doing a presentation on dengue. But before we begin, we're going to do a little pre-test. So you have your pre-test paper, so we're going to ask you just for a couple of minutes just to go through the pre-test to see your knowledge before the presentation and after the presentation. So just a couple of seconds to go through the paper. As we know, dengue is basically a current global health issue because we're actually experiencing dengue in different parts of the globe. But one might ask, what is dengue? And dengue is a mosquito-borne viral illness that is caused by 4 types of viruses belonging to the Flavirinae family, right? That is a virus that is seen in many parts of the world. Dengue is a virus that is transmitted by the female mosquito, mainly of the Aedes aegypti and the Aedes. All right, and this mosquito is also known to transmit the Zika virus as well as the yellow fever and the chikungunya, which we also had recently. Right, currently, there are 21 suspected cases in Antigua. That is up to January, end of January this year, and there are 6 confirmed laboratory testing so far. Thus far, Grace Farm, English Harbor, Jennings, Oval, Potters has been affected. So this is basically, we're in Browns Avenue, so basically we're surrounded by majority of the issues or the cases that have been identified in Antigua. Other Caribbean countries have also reported dengue, and we have to be mindful because of the interconnectedness of the islands and the traveling of persons between islands. We also have to keep that in mind. Jamaica has reported 577 suspected cases and 6 suspected deaths. St. Kitts and Nevis, also Dominica Republic, Martinique. And as I mentioned, why is this important to us? Is because persons are traveling between islands and the spread of the dengue is also heightened by this traveling between individuals. Right? How is it transmitted? The female Aedes aegypti mosquito is responsible for spreading the disease. All right, the infected mosquito can transmit the virus for the rest of their lives. So once the mosquito is infected, it transmits the virus for the rest of the lifespan of that mosquito. The mosquito normally feeds in the daytime, right? It mostly bites early in the morning and before dusk. So it's not any time they bite, it's just a specific period of time that they bite, right? She bites multiple people during the day, during her feeding rounds. So multiple persons also are affected by the virus. The mosquito loves tropical and subtropical areas, so the Caribbean islands are ideal breeding sites for the mosquitoes. Man-made containers are also ideal breeding sites for these mosquitoes. The open waters and the flower pots in the homes and the puddles of water, the drains are also ideal breeding sites for these mosquitoes. Humans who show symptoms or who don't are the main carriers of the virus. So we have the virus for the uninfected female mosquitoes when they feed. So if an uninfected female mosquito bites the person who is infected also, they also are responsible for helping to transmit the virus. Persons who are infected can still transmit the infection, typically around 4 to 5 days and a maximum of 12 days after the first symptoms appear. What are some of the signs and symptoms? Anybody know? Right. Nosebleed, right? So classic signs and symptoms. So we see grandma with the thermometer, so we know that that is fever. The man holding his head, we know that is headache. All right. Lady vomiting, and the eye, pain behind the eye, right? Also, bleeding, right? Abdominal pain. Wonderful. Very good. Very bright students. All right. Dengue is suspected when you have a high fever that is over 104 degrees Fahrenheit, accompanied by 2 of the symptoms. So if a person comes into the clinic and they're saying that, oh, I'm having dengue, but I'm only having pain, joint pains, and I'm vomiting. Is that a cause to say that the person has dengue? No, it is not. So dengue has to be accompanied by fever, accompanied by two or more symptoms. So severe pain, pain behind the eyes, muscle and joint pains, vomiting, swollen glands, rash. Not everybody has a skin rash. Normally seen 2 to 5 days after the fever has started. And bleeding, bleeding from the nose and gums or easy bruising. Symptoms usually last 2 to 7 days and it can be mild. Some might make it look like flu. So the dengue fever represents flu-like symptoms as well. The other part that we have to be concerned about is the dengue hemorrhagic fever. This is basically a severe form of dengue. And it is very serious as this is one of the leading causes of deaths and hospitalization due to dengue. The complications due to bleeding, loss of plasma, fluid retention, as also breathing problem and organ failure is one of the causes of deaths that have been reported over the years that dengue has been going around. Right? Within the next 24 to 48 hours, critical medical care is needed to prevent death and other complications. How do you know that you have dengue? The doctor will ask you about the signs and symptoms. Also, a blood test will be done to confirm the presence of the virus in the body. Right? Treatment. Currently, there is no treatment or there is no vaccine to prevent dengue. Management of the signs and symptoms of dengue, such as the use of medications such as paracetamol, no NSAIDs, right? That is what also on the paper. No NSAIDs or aspirin must be used during the dengue fever. So paracetamol is your major or the best option for managing dengue. So you're going to increase your fluids, get adequate rest, but most importantly, seek medical attention if the condition does not improve. Management. The most effective method of preventing dengue or the spread of dengue is to prevent the egg-laying habitats. That is basically the man-made habitats. Proper disposal of your human waste, covering of your water storage containers, cleaning water storage containers frequently. Antigua is known now we have issues with water. So a lot of homes have the black drums and stuff. So we are encouraged to clean those tanks very often to prevent the mosquitoes from actually laying their eggs in the water. Cleaning your pet bowls, ensuring that you wash your dog bowls and your cat bowls very frequently, also to help. Use of window and door mesh protectors, use of air conditioners just like this, use of mosquito repellent, one that contains 20 to 30% DEET. So when you're buying your insect repellent, you need to look at it to see what aspect of it or how much percentage of DEET it has. So a 20 to 30% is ideal. Avoid going outside during the bee biting hours. So we know that the biting hours is early morning and before dusk, so we're going to avoid going outside during these times. You're going to wear long shirt sleeves and pants when outdoors, wearing of your neutral colors. Fogging, we realize now the Central Board of Health now is increasing their fogging. So normally you will see them early in the morning about 4 o'clock fogging. 4 o'clock fogging. So they are increasing their fogging every day. Right? So use of natural substances such as oil and bleach to kill the larvae in standing water. So example, 1 tablespoon of bleach per gallon of water. So we're going to try those mechanisms. However, there are new developments when it comes to dengue. There's a vaccine that is available. Like we said, there is none to prevent dengue, but not to manage dengue. But there is a vaccine that have been developed in 2015 called the DenguVax. However, the first dengue vaccine, DenguVax, developed by the Sonnefeld Pasteur, was licensed in 2015, and it has now been approved by authorities in 20 countries to use in areas in endemic areas where it is a problem. They're encouraging the use of this vaccine, and this is given to persons ranges from 9 to 45 years of age. What is the position of the World Health Organization? The vaccine shown to be safe in persons previously exposed to dengue. So basically what the World Health Organization is saying, that if I was never infected with the dengue virus, I should not get it, right? So even though there is something that is there, it's just to prevent it from happening again. So like us in Antigua, I'm not sure where, it's very expensive, and it's only given to areas where it is actually the cases of dengue fever is bad. Currently, Antigua doesn't have an outbreak per se, but we have to keep that in mind that there's something that is there to help manage dengue in cases of emergency. For countries considering vaccination as part of of the dengue control program, pre-vaccination screening is recommended. With this strategy, only persons with evidence of past dengue infection would be vaccinated based on the antibody test or and documented laboratory confirmed dengue infection in the past. Right? So, thank you very much for listening. Any questions, any comments? You want to add anything? Yes, Celine?
Yes, I want to know why you have to use the paracetamol when it gets like the bite from the person.
Right. So remember I said that NSAIDs is a non-steroidal inflammatory drug. They cause additional bleeding. Right? So remember some of the signs and symptoms for the dengue is that you're bleeding gums and you bruise easily. So if you use the NSAID that actually causes additional bleeding, then you're making the situation worse. So they encourage you to use paracetamol to manage the symptoms. So
any side effects from that vaccine that you will take?
not that I have read so far, because there's not a lot of research on the vaccine because of the nature of it, because it's not something that is readily used worldwide. So the statistics for it is very minimal at this time. So thank you again for your participation, and I think that you have learned something.
Thank you.
Feel free to call the department. We will be happy to come and give any assistance that there is needed. Okay, so we are appealing to you to